Artificial intelligence is the future, and currently Microsoft is in the position to be in the vanguard of this future. So we are here today to explain how integrating AI into Microsoft's already existing Cortana will lead them to an education campaign to inform their constituents on the benefits that AI provides. We analyze Microsoft's corporate social responsibility initiatives to best understand how to integrate AI across all platforms. First, we will start by looking at Microsoft's mission to because their mission is what drives their progress from both a technological standpoint as well as a social one.
Then we will move on to the problem at hand, specifically the potential impact it could have on Microsoft's reputation and public perceptions of AI as a whole. And then we'll move on to explain how a successful implementation of AI could lead to a brand new experience for Microsoft stakeholders.
We will then introduce Cortana Plus, which will address the unique parts of not only the potential for job disruption, but it will also look at the negative connotations that surround big tech AI. And then it will reinvent the way that these Microsoft users are engaged with the Microsoft suite.
After giving an overview of what our product and what it will bring to the Microsoft user, we'll explain the implementation of Cortana Plus and how it will help educate users on the benefits of artificial intelligence and the possibility it has to revolutionize the way we interact with our technology. The educational strategy behind Cortana Plus lends itself to the already well-established corporate social responsibility initiatives at Microsoft.
Through the combination of a new analytical process and an educational campaign, Microsoft will change the way we use technology. So we'll start by looking at Microsoft's mission, which is to empower every person and every planet every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. By integrating artificial intelligence directly into this mission, this will allow Microsoft to capture their goals for years to come. We analyzed the current social context surrounding new technologies to best understand how to integrate AI into today's world. We know that there are many valuable tools that AI provides to users of all ages, but many do not understand how AI actually works. And many users remain skeptical of a machine that is constantly collecting and processing their data to learn independently of themselves. We need to bridge the gap between the skeptical user and artificial intelligence in a way that is both monetarily viable and socially conscious. We also need to combat the negative connotation surrounding AI and its effect on the job market. People are worried that they are subject to job disruption because of AI. Without proper education, people will be nervous and lose trust in big tech corporations. Business leaders, policymakers, researchers, academics, and representatives from big tech corps need to work together to make sure that this does not happen. Users will continue to fear the unknown and fear the potential loss of control until they truly understand how AI works.
So why is this even a problem for Microsoft? Well, AI is a brand new technology, and that means it requires a certain degree of technical literacy in order to understand how it works and how to use it safely. And the fact of the matter is that AI is going to be more and more ubiquitous in the coming years. So it is vital that Microsoft takes this time to identify the potential problems while also maintaining a certain degree of corporate social responsibility within the company. So we must look to the 6 principles of AI creation in order to understand how to successfully create a corporate social campaign. So an AI must be fair. It must treat one group no differently than any other. It must be reliable. It must plan for unforeseen consequences and not cause harm in the case of an emergency. It must be private. It must store all private information and personal data securely, and it must make sure that it is hack-proof. It must be transparent. It must have readily available and easily understandable information that discusses the operations of the system and how that impacts the user. It must be inclusive. It must engage and empower every single user across the system while also incorporating a broad range of human experiences and needs. And lastly, it must be accountable. It must create and maintain a detailed log of every single operation within the system and how that impacts people's lives. So the addition of AI to already existent Microsoft devices is going to change how the consumer uses the product. But let's not forget that Microsoft is no novice in this respect, as they did roll out one of the first successful implementations of one of the first ever personal computers. But if, for whatever reason, Microsoft fails to implement AI through educational means, then the consumer is going to look to more familiar products. So that's why it is vital that Microsoft takes this time to make the moves that are necessary to make the average user as familiar with AI as possible before it is even introduced to the marketplace. So after we were done outlining why this was a problem for Microsoft, we moved on to the potential risks, and we found 4. So by the time Cortana Plus is introduced to the market, a casual user must feel AI literate and they must feel secure. And the AI must be seen as widely ethical, and Microsoft's reputation should remain unsullied. Now again, if Microsoft fails and this educational service fails and the user walks away not feeling AI literate at all and they feel insecure and they think that this is an unethical implementation, then it could be catastrophic to Microsoft's reputation. So now remember Clippy, the animated helper from Microsoft Word 2003? He took a specific set of solutions and applied them to a specific set of problems for the user. But now, Clippy has evolved into a brand new AI that expands far beyond the confines of Microsoft Word.
So, addressing these goals that my colleague mentioned, Cortana Plus is an immersive virtual assistant that provides an upgraded implementation across all Microsoft devices. And this not only changes the way that we interact with these devices, but it also serves as an integrated educational program. So with the widespread integration of Cortana Plus, users will see an advanced system like never before. Products will not only become smarter, but they will also have to do with artificial intelligence and will provide changes to user experience. So this will allow Microsoft to have a competitive advantage, not only to show its customers that it's still continuing to be, that it's not only continuing to improve through artificial intelligence, but that it's also trying to still empower every person and every organization to achieve more through artificial intelligence. And so by using their current social initiatives, they are not only allowing for more privacy, but also more control for the user. And they will also have more sustainable and more efficient practices that come into place. So by using Microsoft's vast tangible and intangible assets, they will be able to leverage their market position across all of their platforms. And this will help to address the uncertainty that people have not only regarding the benefits of artificial intelligence, but also the potential for job disruption. So due to this potential for job disruption, Cortana Plus will try to change the behavior of these users. And this will be a challenge, but it's not impossible. So in order to accomplish this, educational opportunities will be vital if Microsoft expects Cortana Plus to actually catch on with the general public. And since Cortana Plus is aimed at all of these users, a broad approach should be implemented, as well as targeting specific demographics. And it is therefore important that these customers are eased into this new way of computing so that they don't feel any pressure and they're not scared of this artificial intelligence. In order to target all existing Microsoft users, a new update should be released to all Microsoft devices that will allow users to not only look at educational videos, but also interactive programs that will help to highlight why Cortana Plus is right for that specific user. And therefore, an educational demo will be offered to these users so that they can play around with just a few of the features of Cortana Plus in a confined environment so that they can get used to this new way of thinking. And last but not least, users need to come out of these educational simulations convinced that their digital experience is being enhanced through artificial intelligence rather than the user's usual workflow being altered.
As stated before, a broad approach must be supplemented with a targeted one in order to maximize the amount of potential consumers and cater to different demographics. This is why our strategic implementation is focused around Xbox, LinkedIn, and the Microsoft Office suite. Xbox is home to 53 million active users, and therefore a clear choice for the implementation of AI. Implementing Cortana Plus into the Xbox Live program will allow users to navigate the system like never before and truly enhance their gameplay. For example, a user could be having trouble with a specific level and ask Cortana for help.
Let's see.
Cortana, I'm having trouble with this specific level. I've completed all the objectives, but can't seem to find a way out of this room.
Let's see. I found a walkthrough. Did you see the ladder in the back corner?
Awesome, thank you. While not all of its users may choose Microsoft as their primary hardware provider, people from all walks of life use LinkedIn as a business tool, and therefore integrating AI into the system will truly improve the accessibility. Just like the animated paperclip from 2003, Cortana Plus's integration into Microsoft Word will become the one-stop shop for all of your questions. This will truly allow users to customize their experience within the Microsoft Office suite and truly allow there to be a new performance within the system. This strategic implementation must be supplemented with education. By educating consumers on new computer science technology and digital skills will allow Microsoft to lay a foundation for the integration of artificial intelligence. And this begins with implementing it into schools. Ranging from levels of middle school all the way up to graduate degree programs will allow there to be a widespread consensus of what artificial intelligence is and the benefits that come from its implementation, as well as working with programs that have already been established at Microsoft, such as Microsoft Student Partners. This will allow different cohorts to be enhanced and thus for the education to be widespread. Global education. And this comes from partnering with global institutions such as Junior Achievement. By analyzing the different educational benefits from partnering globally, Microsoft will be able to have a strong social campaign, as well as utilizing the over 1,000 different learning partnerships already in place at Microsoft. By utilizing the over 1,000 partnerships, the global education that will come from this will leave Microsoft in a socially proactive and conscious state. By implementing AI into the system and educating it properly, Microsoft will be able to achieve many strategic benefits, starting with reputation. To combat the negative connotations surrounding big tech, AI, and job disruption, integrating AI through an educational platform will truly allow Microsoft to receive strong reputational benefits, not only from the tech market, but from a global perspective. Rival competitors such as Siri and Alexa will become trivial when thinking about the benefits of AI and the benefits Cortana Plus will bring to the Microsoft user. And this comes from accessibility. Cortana Plus will allow users to interact with the Microsoft Office suite in a way that's never been seen before. They will be able to customize their experience and truly reach a new level of performance that has never been seen before. And this leads into performance. Not only thinking in only monetary benefits, but also social impact. The integration of AI and this new technology system will allow Cortana Plus to reach new levels and allow Microsoft to be at the forefront of social change. AI is not going away, and therefore, with this new educational strategy, we will be able to see a new social impact that not only helps Microsoft monetarily, but also from a social standpoint. Cortana Plus is the new Microsoft. Users will be engaging with Microsoft in a way never seen before and allow them to customize the way they interact with the entire Microsoft product and all the different programs that are offered. After analyzing the different risks and understanding the rewards of overcoming those risks, we had to look at the implementation and impact that we would have after implementing Cortana Plus and the educational strategy. Cortana Plus will let Microsoft lead the way in a more competent world. AI integration will help users customize the way they work with technology and truly perceive that new benefit. Empowering each person and each organization on the planet to achieve more through artificial intelligence is the new Microsoft. Thank you.
Who wants to take the first shot?
Hey, thank you all for your presentation. Can you talk a little bit about how your solution will help bridge the gap between people that already have access to technology and those that are left behind by new technologies because they don't have access or opportunity to access it.
Absolutely. So that comes from our educational programs. So the implementation of AI and Cortana Plus is fundamentally focused on a educational foundation. This comes through our different Microsoft programs. So Microsoft already has some programs in place, such as Microsoft Student Partners, as well as their partnership programs. But speaking more to your question about people who don't have access to that technology, we looked at community partnerships by implementing this education globally and implementing it at different levels. So people in middle school, as well as people that don't have access to those educational means, will be able to receive these educational programs and understand these new digital skills and computer science technology.
I had a similar question, but and I'm not sure that your answer answered the question, which was kind of specifically in rural areas and in places where the technology or the infrastructure may not be there. How do they access the program? I mean, how will what you're doing here sort of address that gap?
So that could come in from a lot of different areas, and we did focus on junior achievement, and this is a global business community, and they do work in rural areas, and they send programs out to different schools of all different levels, teaching students business skills and computer science technology, and that's where Cortana Plus will really come in. By implementing the education into their already well-established programs, we'll be able to teach people from all different areas new computer science technology skills, and that way.
Okay, so and then my second question is, since this is sort of integrating a social recommendation into their sort of a core business product that they have, what are you anticipating in terms of revenues to the company as a result of going to Cortana Plus? What will be the impact financially on the company?
Well, across the board, we're going to be seeing an increase of people wanting to use the product because of the increased accessibility. So when we were looking at revenue, after understanding the costs it would take to educate consumers, we're looking at across the board of around a 10% increase, and that depends on the different levels. We were looking at our strategic implementation of Xbox, LinkedIn, and the Microsoft Office suite, so we saw rises in comparatively to the competitor programs.